In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NFL games for November 2nd, 2025, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full Winning Sport Picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. Let's get started in Cincinnati, where the Bears come in, catching 2.5 points against the Bengals, total sitting at 51.5. This is a situational setup we've seen 100 times. A public team at home off a win, laying a field goal or less, with everyone jumping on the favorite. But in the NFL, perception doesn't pay. Discipline does. Chicago's been one of the league's most profitable road underdogs since 2022, covering nearly 60% of the time in that spot. Cincinnati, meanwhile, tends to play tight early when favored at home. The Bengals' offense looks explosive on paper, but they've gone under in 7 of their last 9 when favored by less than a field goal. Expect a game where Chicago controls pace, keeps the ball on the ground, and limits turnovers. This one's going to be about possession, not highlight reels. Bears plus the points, and that total sneaks under 52. Next, we move to New York, where the Giants are laying 2.5 at home to San Francisco, total sitting at 48. This number's a trap for the casual bettor. Everyone's going to see Niners catching points and hammer the dog, but historically, East Coast trips for West Coast teams in early time slots result in sluggish starts and second-half fade-outs. The Giants have quietly covered 7 of their last 8 home games when favored by less than a field goal. Their defense at home forces 3-and-outs nearly 30% of the time, top 5 in the league. San Francisco's been an over team all season, but unders cash in matchups like this where travel and turf slow pace. Expect a grind, expect physicality, and expect the Giants to win a close one while the total lands short of 48. Now we head to Foxborough, where Atlanta visits New England, catching 4.5 points, total at 45. This is a pure psychology game. The Falcons off a short rest, the Patriots off a frustrating loss, and that's where the value hides. Atlanta's been elite as a non-division road underdog under this coaching staff, 11-4 against the spread since 2023 in that role. The Patriots at home as favorites have failed to cover 6 of their last 8, struggling to separate in low-scoring matchups. The market expects a defensive struggle, but turnovers and field position could flip this game upside down. Historically, totals below 46 in games featuring New England trend over at a 58% clip when both teams are coming off losses. Expect Atlanta to make it messy, keep it close, and the total to edge over late as both teams push in the fourth quarter. Over in Indianapolis, the Colts host the Steelers as 3-point favorites with the total sitting at 50.5. This one's all about discipline and momentum. Indianapolis at home has been a roller coaster, but they've quietly covered 4 of their last 5 when laying less than a field goal. The Steelers, on the other hand, are notorious for slow starts on the road, and in domes, their defensive line struggles to get pressure. When you take away that front 7 dominance, Pittsburgh's defense gets exposed in coverage. The number tells you everything. Sharp money has come in on Indy early, and the totals held steady despite heavy public overaction. Historically, totals above 50 in dome games have gone under 57% since 2020. Expect Indianapolis to take control early, grind the clock, and win by a touchdown while keeping that total under 51. And we finish at Lambeau Field, where the Packers are laying 13 to the Panthers, total at 43. This is a game the public will parlay with every favorite on the board, and that's exactly why we're looking the other way. Green Bay's covered just 2 of their last 8 as double-digit home favorites, and Carolina's been quietly profitable in these ugly, low expectation spots. The Packers' defense allows chunk plays late, while their offense tends to shut down once they build a lead. The total's been bet down for a reason. Cold weather, slower track, and both teams leaning heavy on the run. Expect Carolina to hang around just long enough to frustrate anyone laying the big number. Panthers plus 13 and under 43 for a clean sweep. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at WSPicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to WSPicks.com right now. Recap: Bears plus 2.5 and under 51.5, Giants minus 2.5 and under 48, Falcons plus 4.5 and over 45, Colts minus 3 and under 50, Panthers plus 13 and under 43. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!